Mama kwabon from like a black media. I was Yanra, Yamamunya and Tia, and Rano Papa say, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, Asake, IGP Dampare, na Wadin Pafufro, Babe IGP Abuja, and Ranadri, and Yasai, Enyan and Tia say, Yampa, say Asake IGP Dampare, new IGP, Abuja, Ibinyano, a Christian, Tetteh, Yohunu. Ono and as he say and run numere yedina sie kunya kese so say Inspector General Police ono and ebe IGP a waba befa IGP Dampare Ekufu ekunya atena so they say the Ghana yasenya new IGP na busia asema yanwa ewo mu ne say after say His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama appointed new IGP no we shall post if we need IGP ni siba ebusia omobo a easy me ma make asanya tente e meko ne akwa akwohwa police fo ni bi anigye pa wo mo hwahie mu e won krampompo ni mentem na ebusia omo jubility bo omo nsem ene sarin isi so na hwen na nsem omo kenna ne so mo ni agye pa say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama apam Dampare no akwakofa Christian Tetteh edina baso na be new IGP abusia edi ntino mo ni agye enchiremu ewum sansem kuro ya efiahwa Nega abe fire wo ho no so ani age abuja nsem kuro we sei mu anso ye bekọ atoa so akwa akwaje Kevin Taylor so ensema wo ka wo ho so anigi nsem abuja Ghana fo beble na ni age na no na mebisa se so IGP Dampare na wabeye bosum bi e de si wo man so ana asem edi enti na ama Ghana fo no mompe IGP Dampare asem abuja drop comment efato comment section ase like comment ni me notification bell so don't forget to subscribe to AYK Black Media ede amame makera abuja baby a wo hwe me bia wo haw ne amane koden ne bia da eda wo so bia no bomode se unimi bedi nkomo ye de samna nwanwaso bi aba ye frɛ ne se sika kokko na gold samna wo haw bia da eda wo so bia wo hia sa samna we se bi afi wo ye bema wo hwe me wo bema sam wo pom wo bema ye ketwa brabeji bula matali eduro bi na wo bema enye kese watimi abo adwuma so ache ewo empem ye de akwankyere bi aba abuja no ye hwehwe wo hyebrim a ye frɛ ne se mpelifo akwankyere ana se wo betima frɛ back to sender onipa bi ha onipa bi tata wato bet ewo ho se wo se ne tibi obeku bomode so be fa numbers na egu screen ase na woni mi akasa me hwehwe wo hyebrim wi a me bomode se me kyerɛ wo ne wo beye.
And the breaking news coming to us from the office of the president indicate that President John Dramani Mahama has appointed COP Christian Tetteh Yohunu as the new Inspector General of Police. He takes over from Dr. George Ekufu Dampare, who has been the IGP. And a few minutes ago, you heard us interview a group of people who had gone to court to ask the court to hold the hand of the president from making this particular decision of sacking the IGP and or other heads of security institutions. Well, few minutes ago, a communication from the office of the president signed by Felix Kwachiofosu, spokesperson to the president, says that President John Mahama has, in accordance with Article 91 and 202 of the 1992 Constitution and in consultation with the Council of State, appointed the Commissioner of Police, COP Christian Tetteh Yohunu, as the Inspector General of Police. He replaces COP Dr. George Ekufu Dampare. Now, COP Yohunu brings 40 years of experience to the position of IGP and is expected to oversee the modernization and transformation of the Ghana Police Service. So that's the breaking news coming in, which is that COP Christian Tetteh Yohunu is Ghana's new IGP effective immediately, and the President of the Republic took that decision in consultation with the Council of State, and he is going to be replacing Dr. George Ekufu Dampare, who has served as IGP under the previous administration and the first few months of this current administration.
And then you breaking news about Bontenich say, Dampare has been sacked by the IGP, by the president, sorry. Dampare has been sacked by the President of the Republic. Now, sa asemuya abedahui obebusa say na yatete senko fo bi ka se Dampare yentumi nsake no Na Dampare, I was say the Jumani Germany ye. You know, John Mahama nipebia, you don't have to provoke him. Seba Ghana mra, yede chichire mine. 90% of politicians in Ghana, John Mahama ni muche omunyina. Seba governance, the nitty-gritties, the techniques, and how to have your way positively in governance. John Mahama, majority of the so-called think tanks, any intellectuals, any those foolish people parading on your streets say they are intelligent because they speak somebody's language, you know. John Mahama knows the job than all of them. They are foolish. They are just hungry people. And John Mahama is somebody, he smiles a lot. But don't dare provoke John Mahama. Dampare are sacking in them because of those fools who thought to say Dampare could use them to intimidate John Mahama. And I keep telling people, this John Mahama you are seeing is not that John Mahama you knew in 2012, 2013, 2014. This is a new brand. Or your iPhone 17, John Mahama. Or your the latest version. So if you try to think, say, you are a group of people, and now you are groups of people, you can use some tactics to intimidate him, to make him feel, say, he's under pressure. Then John Mahama is going to show the other side of him. You, majority, you have not seen. And Dampare being fired today was because of those people Dampare hired to think, say, they can hide behind text messages and courts to make Dampare, who is the president, or Dampare, who was appointed by the president, to stay in office. Dampare is a police officer like any police officer. Dampare's position was given to him by the president. The president has the right to sack Dampare, and nobody in Ghana can stop the president from sacking Dampare. That's it. It is a Dampare is going to hide behind some dumb heads, some foolish idiots who think, say, this is Ghana. We can use the media. We can say things. We can write things for people to think, say, we are intelligent. Into Dampare cannot be sacked. Then I want to tell you people, say, Sanko for Jimmy, they don't even know why the limit of the president's power and what the president can do at the time. Dampare sacking, it is because of fools like these. It is because of foolish men like these. You're from security analysts. It's because of idiots like these who think, say, John Mahama, they're oilful. John Mahama, there he's easy. We can pressurize him to quell. No, you are the fools who have forced John Mahama to sack Dampare because at a particular time, the president of the republic needs to prove to you people that he is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces and he is the president. People like you, Saman Way, and Kofi Benton, the likes, you fools who think, say, you can impose your foolish mentality on Ghanaians and ideology, you are the fools who got Dampare to be sacked. Mwe Jimmy, you think Ghana, at every time, NDC power, you people can hide behind this foolish brofotan time be amoka and enquasia titles be a damoso to skew the system to favor you guys. You people have been doing this for years. Now, my mention the Kudientia, Dampare sacking, it was easy for the president to do. Now, when somebody says, say, these people have gone to court and that they are going to stop Dampare from being sacked, you need to know, sir, from there now, these people are too foolish to understand. Now, the question here is, when it comes to security matters, when it comes to national security issue, the president should be comfortable with anyone he wants to work with. The president has to make sure Obia oniniye jumebi no trust no. And I'm not saying that Dampare is a bad police officer. He's not. I'm not saying Dampare did not deliver as a police officer. He did. But the issue is the person who is in charge believes that he might be more comfortable with somebody else than Dampare. That does not make Dampare a bad police officer. That does not make Dampare Nipa Bonini. It is the person who wants to govern and people he believes that he can have some trust or he's comfortable with. So for the president to come out and say, Dampare is a good person, but I believe that there are some people I can work with that I will be comfortable with. It does not make Dampare a bad police officer. It does not make Dampare a default police officer that will be appointed and nobody can sack him. No. When you do that, then it means to say agenda na etari echire is to make or sabotage the president and the government. Because the Chief Justice now, Modi Assembly Command, a Supreme Court to say, Mobile Bekachen say, nobody should. The president should not even think. Because at this point, you are speculating. In Kofowe Court, omo foolish group when say they are going to tell the Supreme Court to say, to say, yeah, besak dampare, into the Supreme Court should stop it. The question is, so you are going to court on speculations. How do you build a case based on speculation with Jimmy? And you see, I keep telling Ghanaians to say, in Kofowe, they are on TV, they are on radio, and they are wearing some Vietnam suits, and they are making people think some way, Jimmy. You cannot build a case on speculation, because what to say, President Sobe Saki Damparia, Oko court, no, the action hasn't happened. What are you going to court to do? Then everybody who was appointed by the president today can go to court and say, in 3 years' time, said John Mahama best sack him. I am telling the court that he should not dare sack me. So who can be sacked in Ghana? Jimmy. You have no intelligence. The foolishness in you, these old boys. Mona mo say Ghana. You are a security analyst, so are you intelligent than anyone? Then if you are going to court today because Dampare was appointed by an appointer or whoever, if the person who appointed Dampare does not have the power to sack Dampare, then any appointee by John Mahama or be a John Mahama appointing in the Biano can go to court tomorrow morning and say, in the future, or so be a appointee of John Mahama, ne babe to my court. I can say, in the next 2-3 years, I am sure John Mahama will sack my father. Into today, I'm coming to court to tell the court to stop John Mahama from sacking my father in the next 3 years. That is what we are dealing with. So you go to court based on speculations. How do you go to court based on speculations? The action has not been committed. So if you are going to go to court based on speculations, Judge Papa Ben we are so speculations. Use speculations to judge an issue. In 10 years, that Dampare has not been sacked. How does that case fly? And you see, I keep telling Ghana for say, these people, you have to be careful about Sanko Forum from say we are neutrals. We speak for Ghanaians. We are think tank. We are intellectuals. Makacham say Ghana, majority of intellectuals are foolish. I'm telling you. Yen you anoma mutiti dwom eton tomatoes ayembu omo, carpenter for ayembu omo, hairdressers ayembu omo na omo fie no, omo ni nyansa chenkofo we bebre. These people, when you take the nonsense they learned in school, I'm telling you. Now, a president came into office. He has set up a constitutional review committee. Say, yan constitution no. Nyame bia Yohunu say entwa ye no. Yan amend no. Yan tinetene no. Inti se mwanya idea bi kura say Adena president be ba now we change IGP. Why don't you take your grievances to the committee that is taking care of amending the constitution for it to stop these kind of things? Why don't you go to the committee? Why don't you take your grievances to the committee and tell the committee, say, you know something, this constitution, we want to amend the constitution that no president should come in the future when this thing is actually accepted as Ghanaian as constitution. When anybody comes to be president of this country, that person signing to me and change IGP. Now the constitutional review committee is ongoing. Now the court on speculations. Are you stupid? How Musku na moko saying? The same way that he went to court to restrain the speaker on an action that he has not taken. The same stupidity. Now, if we keep on doing this, we keep on going to court on speculations, we keep on thinking, say, we need to do things to please our friends. How do we build the nation? Mona musoma kenkan cheme, me mini master so. Mona musoma de wote brofo cheme to muni nyansa. Mona musoma ndiatem. But your actions clearly say Jimmy. You people are the ones derailing the progress of this nation. Because the first thing you do is that you don't go to court on speculations. Because an action had not been taken. It could take 7 years. Now President Sake Dampare. So what are you going to court on? Now the president has sacked Dampare. So whatever you have presented in court is based on speculations. What are you going to do? Are you going to fuckingly stupidly amend that suit, Nana? Jimmy. And let me tell you people something. the Chief Justice himself, herself, she is not static. She is not constant. The Chief Justice can be sacked. Do you know that? So many things. Nobody, even the President of the Republic, he can be impeached. He can be sacked. So how can you say a police officer who has been appointed by the president, you don't understand it? You are going to court to say nobody can sack Dampare. And these are the things we do. When Jimmy, they are politicians. And they make you believe, say, politics. They are intelligence. They are intelligent people. They are analysts. Because you are analyst to Ghana. Every fool is an analyst. Jimmy be an analyst. You be for free here. They are more platforms and they are speaking. If you are actually a security analyst, you ask yourself, what will make a president change the IGP? That's the first question you ask yourself. Did the IGP do something wrong? His job. Is he actually doing his job? The job that has been given to the IGP, has he been able to fulfill it? Has he been able to make sure that his duties itself, he is paying attention to his duties? Has the IGP proven over the years that you ask yourself those questions? Then you ask yourself, the President of the Republic, does he trust the IGP? If the President does not trust the IGP, what is making the President not to trust the IGP? You are a security analyst. So you tick all these boxes. Then you have to come to a conclusion. Someone will say, so would the president be right to sack IGP? Because the issue is, it's not about sacking the person. It is not about Dampare as a human being. It is about the office he occupies. Do we trust what is coming out of the office? Can the president trust him? The decisions he takes, or he has taken, or he's about to take? These are things, security analysts, you sit and you ask, Dampare gather all of you guys in a room and tell you, go and do bidding for me. Intanopa 6, it will be wrong for you to sack Dampare. It will be wrong. The Constitutional Review Committee is there. We don't want the president to be appointing the IGPs, go there and put your fucking grievances there. They will infuse it into what they are doing. Now, out of that stupidity, I'm a president now, Pam Dampare. You people caused his downfall. For all you know, my intelligence, say the president was not even taking decision on Dampare. Yes, the president wasn't going to sack Dampare, but you people wanted to test the president. The president did not have, he wasn't even planning on sacking Dampare. He wanted to give Dampare time. The president wasn't even thinking. But you people, because and you have been doing this to presidents, you have been doing this to leaders. All that you people do, they say, Obi take office, automatically you have intelligence about everything. Oh, we have learned this. Oh, we know this. Oh, we are an analyst. Oh, we are the certificateless analysis, stupid analysis. How do you go to court on speculation?
That would be fair. Must say if you had this for once and you can, and I'm saying problem you are menka. You're correct. I will not talk about it. At the end of the day, person can so at the end of problem, menka. But problem about there when you trust me, you're about to prevent the answer. My uncle was supposed to go to the academy for ASP, but Dampare, who named Dampare? Even the people that are benefiting from Dampare, it includes my own brother. Yeah, me papa me abakamo. But and so what? And so what? Should the whole nation suffer because of me, brother Nana? Hell to the no. One thing people don't know me. If corruption is benefiting me, it's not worth it. Yeah. If corruption is benefiting me, it's not worth it. If it's benefiting the whole country, then we know what we are talking about. Was promoting junior officers and suppressing senior officers. I'm saying again, last year, Professor Yankson is one of the finest police officers I've ever met. Papa Nakacha himself, you sit down and let me teach you about cyber law. And the man took days. Free lecture, yes, I'm mechanical. Me call me with no one me. Professor Yankson was doing so much for cyberbullying and all that. That paradigm on sideline and there Obi say Professor Jansen the NDC ni. And he has done a lot of police officers, and he's about to face it. Nanim so dry our irano. Nanim wa you blow ya power.